So at this point, you may have heard the rumor that Microsoft is, or potentially, or might, or soon might announce and roll out Microsoft 365 E7. Now this has somewhat become a mythical unicorn of sorts over many years, but there does seem to be a little bit more smoke. And you know what they say, when there's smoke, there's a fire. And I would tell you that I have heard things kind of a little bit more behind the scenes, conversations that are taking place, testing the idea perhaps with customers. But look, I don't want to get into what's in it, what's not in it. I can cover that a little bit. We can talk pricing and what might be the construct. Is it hybrid? Is it consumption-based? But I really want to just jump into why they're doing it. To me, it's pretty obvious, right? One, they want to obviously be the enterprise AI operating, kind of control all of it, right? They want to control that entire AI enterprise operations kind of line item for organizations, period. On top of it, they need to get Microsoft 365 E5 adoption, right? So E5 is the foundational component that will be in E7. I think the last time they announced or gave reporting of how many E5 customers there are, I think was back in 2022. It's been a while. Usually when they stop reporting numbers, that's pretty telling. They need to get Microsoft 365 Copilot adoption, right? They need to get more of that. They haven't been breaking that out very clearly. I think, 3% of the base currently are utilizing Copilot. Let me check on that. Yeah, 3% of the Microsoft 365 user, at least in the business that they reported, has added Copilot. That's a massively low number. They're struggling to get organizations to go all in. So even when their customers are adding Copilot, Microsoft 365 Copilot, they're not ready to do it at the scale that I think Microsoft thought. Let's see, what else is supposed to be in E7? You have more Entra features that aren't already in E5. And the big one, right? Agent 365. That's a key component, obviously, when you think about agentic AI, when you think about AI penetration, when you think about what I just talked about being the enterprise AI operations, kind of owning that space. It's going to be critically important. So why don't you just bundle this all together? They're doing the tactical pricing exercise, right? So Copilot, Microsoft 365 Copilot is $30 per user, at least list. Certainly you should be able to negotiate that down. As of right now, E5 is $57, but on July 1st, after their year end, it's going to go to $60. So 60 plus 30, let's do the math, is 90. Rumored price for E7, 99, right? So they're going to play that game. Hey, look how much more you can get for $9 more. Bundling things together makes everything sticky. Once you, as you know, and I've covered this ad nauseum for as long as I've been doing this, which is long. When you bundle things together in customers, you get it sticky, entrapment, hard to decouple, hard to unbundle. It allows them to bury the revenue in the growth numbers on the individual items. E5, like I just mentioned, Copilot makes the investors happy. Right? They see the long-term benefit of that from a lock-in a customer at a certain price point, lock them in across many different products versus trying to sell and upsell individual pieces. Obviously, revenue acceleration is a big part of this, and it always is. So look, do I know exactly what it's going to look like and if it's even going to happen? I don't. Have I heard rumors? Have I talked to people in the financial analyst community, customers and others, reporters? Sure. Now, if it happens, I'm going to be spending a lot more time on it. But right now, here's the thing. Why don't you ask Microsoft? If you're a customer of theirs, especially a large customer of theirs, and you have a renewal coming up or you don't, ask them. Hey, I heard the rumors. What should I know? What don't I know? Right? Why are you all of a sudden pushing certain things in? Why are you trying to get locked down on certain pricing and certain products? I understand your vision here, but I need to understand, is this coming? And if it is, why aren't you talking to me about it? I'm not looking for commitments. Partnership, right? Show me a little bit. And certainly my team, myself, procurement, IT, line of business executives, I know we're going to get hit with this. So let's get ahead of it. Let's have a conversation. Ask Microsoft. Why not? Now, they may not tell you anything. Likely they won't. But put it out there. And lastly, look, I mentioned the hybrid pricing. I want to end with that. This is also going to become incredibly problematic if this is what they're going to do, right? It's going to be per user per month at a foundational perspective in terms of the license, but then within it, there's going to be things that are consumption based. Like as of right now, E5 is going to have security Copilot in it, which is consumption based, right? So this is where I think they might be going. And if they are doing hybrid, you need to get way ahead of and start thinking about what that actually means, what you need to push them through, and how do you protect yourself? Because it's not just about vendor lock-in, it's literally locking it into the flywheel, which is really what the investors want.